Hello, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I was going to present you the Prolight system by Sandmarc LED lights. But the lighting is crazy. There is a lot of rain. I'm moving my van a bit further, so when I can actually park, I will start explaining a bit more about this great system. Let's start. Well, the cops just stopped me because they saw I was recording and driving. The car is just in front of me. I'm waiting for the cop to come. I'm going to stop recording and we'll speak about the light later. Okay, I hope so. I'll be free. I will be able to speak about it. Okay, see you. Here's the truth. This is this bicolor light by Sandmarc that I used to simulate this light, but a lot stronger, okay? And here I've got the police, which is the RGB light by Sandmarc, and that lets you simulate different effects. You can have the color you want and then effects already made, like this police, and also use it for the lighting. If it was when it was the storm, I was also using this. But now I'm going to tell you a bit more about it. So here are Sandmarc Prolight LED lighting. This one is the bicolor and this one is the RGB. So basically the difference, the bicolor has cold light and warm light, and mixing both, they can you can light with a temperature from 3000 Kelvin up to 6500 Kelvin. And on the RGB light you can pick any color out of 16 million colors. 16 million, that's a lot. And on top of that you have special effects, as you could see in the introduction. But now I'm going to give you more information about this and show you some sample of what you can do with it. I normally don't like to do unboxing, but when it's so well presented, I think I have to do some unboxing, so you see the quality of the presentation and the product. Okay, so here, box. Here, well, it fell. Here is very funny because you have some, it's like a magnet here, as you can see. So the presentation is really luxury, really nice. And inside you will find your light. Normally it comes with a small see-through, white but translucent paper to protect it, but I took it out. Okay, here is the light itself, and as you can see it comes with a diffuser. So here's the light. This is the bicolor one, and here you have a diffuser. What I saw on YouTube that some people said it is to get softer light. I disagree. Softer light is you get it with the size of the light source. The larger the size or the relative size, the softer the shadows. Okay, but in this case, I think it will be really useful because, as you can see, every LED lights, they always have a lot of lights. And if you would make a picture or video where there would be this light reflected somewhere, you would probably see the dots, or in glasses or whatever. So if you actually put this on, this way, if you put actually this on, okay, you will not see these small dots anymore. Okay, so this is, I think this is really useful to have this. Second, let's carry on the visit. Here's the box. In there, well, I'm going to take this foam out. You get a screw mount, so you can put it on a hot shoe or a cold shoe or accessory shoe, whatever you want to call it. If you want to put it on your camera or on a rig or whatever. I'll take this out so you can have a look at the rest. In the box, it also comes a USB-A to a USB-C. You connect to any charger, so you can actually charge your lights. And here you have a small pouch, so you can actually keep it if you don't want to carry the box everywhere and keep it in your pocket. Put it in the box, and an instruction manual. Both lights are packaged the same way, so I'll show you just one for that. But I think it's really, when you look at the product, you feel, whoa, that's quality. So here are both lights without diffuser. I think the diffuser could also act as protection because it really, if it falls, I think it will protect. Okay. Both are metal constructed, aluminum, really solid, really a good, it feels really good, the way it looks and the way it feels, it's really solid. They both work the same way. Here you have both a switch, one is black, the other one is silver. Then next to it you have a USB-C connector, so you can actually charge your LED lights. In the back, both have a screen, same screen, to get, well, this way. So you get information of what you're actually doing when you configure it, or this way, by the way, yeah, this way, okay. And then on the side here, you have a small wheel that will help you configure your setting, put exactly the color or the intensity, everything you want to put. And then underneath, you have, in both, you have screw mount, so you can actually put it on your camera or using the accessory I showed you before, and you can easily use it. So the impression, the feeling is really, really good. As you can see, the size is really small. Look at this, okay? This is about the width of my iPhone 11 Pro Max, but the height will be like maybe like 2/3. It's a bit the size of a small smartphone, and it fits in your jeans back pocket without any problem. Well, don't sit on it, obviously, but yeah, it fits in there, so without problem. It's really small. I don't know if you saw my review of Sandmarc rig. I'll leave you the link here. Okay, so as you can see, you can perfectly mount it on it. Obviously, my phone is not here because I'm recording with it, but my phone would be here. So you could perfectly go filming with both lights on it. You can actually put it with the diffuser on. You can still screw it without any problem because as you can see, there's a hole in the diffuser, okay, so it fits in there. I don't know if you see it. Well, there's a hole in the diffuser, so you can actually screw it same. I know that your question would be maybe, but here if you have like a white color and here it's RGB, what can I do? Yeah, first you can, without any problem, match the same color, get this to a color that looks like this, and second, what you could do is put this as a more natural color, and here with a small kind of tint. So when you record, one side is natural and the one got a bit of color, so it gives some kind of effect. Can be really interesting. As you can see on a rig, it works perfect. So I get my notes not to forget any specific information. The bicolor has a battery life of 90 minutes at full power, but you can drop it to 5% and then you will get 11 hours. And the RGB light, you get 90 minutes at full power. We can drop it down to 1%, so it probably gives also about 11 hours, something similar. So it is very good because actually it's normally you're not at full power with that kind of gear. So I don't think it's a problem. And for me, it charged quite fast. I cannot say how long it took, but I think maybe an hour to full charge. I'm not sure, but to me it was like fast. So I'm not sure. I didn't check properly. I cannot tell you, but I think it was good. How many lux do you get? You get at 50 centimeters, you get 1500 lux on the bicolor one and 770 lux on the RGB one at 50 centimeters also. As I said before, the bicolor gives you Kelvin temperature from 3000 up to 6500, and the RGB gives you 360 degrees U, which is 16 million colors. Then you have the power. You can the bicolor put from 5% up to 100%, and the RGB from 1% up to 100%. It means you're going to be able to put exactly the amount of light you need. If you want just a very small tint of color with the RGB, just down to 1% or something like this, you're going to precisely light the scene exactly the amount you need. Okay, so it is really good. The CRI is 95 plus on the bicolor and 96 plus on the RGB, and I think that's about all the technical details I have to say. So now I'm going to explain more things and show some samples. So now I'm going to show you how to manage the light. I start with the bicolor because I think it's a bit easier. So you press the switch here about a few seconds, and then the light will switch on and the screen will switch on. So I'll show you here so you can see. As you can see here, sorry, wrong side. Here you have the battery level. Here you have the power, 5%, and then you have the temperature. Here you have a small wheel. If you click on the wheel, if you push the wheel, it will change from power to temperature. If I want more power, then I just have to move the wheel. I'm at the minimum right now, but if I put up, as you can see, power goes up. I get blind, but power goes up, so now I go down to 5%. Okay, and if I want to change color temperature, then I'm on the coldest temperature here. Okay, so now I'm going to go down. As you can see, it becomes a lot warmer. Okay, now I am on the minimum of 3000 Kelvin. They change from 100 to 100 Kelvin. Okay, so now I've got like I'm on 5000 Kelvin, as you can see, this color. Okay, so it's pretty easy to use. Now I'm going to show you how to configure the RGB light. It's a bit more complicated, but it's not really complicated. It's a bit more and not as simple, okay, because you have more options. First, to switch it on, as you can imagine, you press a few seconds, as I did before. Okay, and here the screen goes on, and as you can see, the information on the screen is different. Here you have sorry, my finger on the other side. Okay, you have the battery level, you have H for U, it's in degrees from 0 to 360 degrees. Then you have the S, which is saturation, and then you have the power. So the same thing, the wheel is going to help you to change everything. If you want to cycle through the menu, you just press. Here I've got now saturation, power, and back to you. So back to you, not to you, but to you. Okay, wow. Okay, if I want to change color, I'm in red right now. I just move the small wheel. Okay, press down, and color, as you can see, will change. Okay, it will cycle. As you can see, the U number is changing. Let's focus on it again. Okay, and now I'm in blues. Now I'm going to getting to greens, yellows, and then we'll get back to 360 degrees, or back to 0 degrees, and that will be red again. Okay, as you can see, yeah, it is. I'm red again. Okay, as you can see, you can cycle through all the colors, and if you know exactly the hue that corresponds to a color, you exactly get it. Then you can play with saturation. If I play with saturation here, I press, as you can see. Okay, I can change saturation from 100% down to a minimum. So this way I've got really a small tint of color. Okay, so if you know exactly the hue number and saturation number of any color, you can actually put it directly in there. Well, you go and search it, but you obtain the color you actually want. And then you have the power also, so I put the saturation back to 100%. And then, as you can see, same as before, you have the power, so I could actually put the power at minimum, depending on what I want to do. Okay, so this is to select the color you actually want. And then you have special effects. So to get to the special effects, you just go here and press once on the switch. And as you can see, the menu now changes. It puts F with number. Okay, so here's the effect of lighting. This is actually what I use in the introduction. Then you have F1, which is lighting with a different time scale. It goes faster or slower, I can't remember. Then you have the police, as actually used before. Okay, as you can see. Then F2, I don't know, it's blue and white. I don't know. These are US emergency cars and things like this. I don't know which one is actually using that. Then you have white and red. I think this is ambulance. I'm not sure. Then you have cycling through the colors, the 16 million colors. Okay, quite fast. So if you want to put this in your background when you're recording a video like me, for example, you could actually have the light in the background actually doing this. Same thing, but just red, green, and blue. This is similar, but slower. Okay. Then you have the SOS sign, which is 3 short and 3 long. So actually, with these effects, you can have a lot of fun. Well, obviously, if you're using the SOS, I don't think you're having fun if you really need it. If you simulate for a movie, that's okay. But if you really need it, that's a problem. So as you can see, this light actually lets you do many creative things. It's really, really good. now I leave you a few samples. I am at my parents' house, so there are a few objects. So I thought, well, I'll make pictures with that. So you could do with the camera. I made them with my iPhone, but actually you can. It doesn't take space, so actually you carry this light with you and make picture anywhere. So put the light on the small table, or sometimes it was handheld. But as you can see, I made some macro and some normal pictures, so you can have a look. Okay, I put also the making of, so you see how it was set. So my conclusion, the pros, the cons, and some ideas. Well, the pros, I think the quality is incredible. The build quality, the way it works, I mean the feeling, the way, the light, the quality, it's really, really good. So I cannot say anything wrong with that. The cons, I think it's not really a con. It's really that maybe it would be, especially with the RGB light, it would be maybe easier to have separate switch to pick the color and the saturation and the power, because maybe it's a bit having to cycle through all this, maybe it's a bit more complicated. To have separate switch maybe would be wheels would be maybe good. I don't know. I don't think it's any problem to use it this way, but maybe it would be faster. I'm not sure. Okay, because you have to cycle through all the colors. But my idea would be maybe to be faster in picking the right color and saturation would be to have this lamp on Bluetooth, and you could use a phone app and actually pick directly in the color circle or whatever, or put the numbers and get exactly the right color directly. But obviously it would be probably more expensive, but I think just an idea, maybe for a next version of this light they could offer this possibility. I think it would be really, really good. So I think these lights are completely recommendable. Price, I'm not telling the price now because I'm not sure when you will see this video, but you can check on the Sandmarc website. But right now, at the time of making the video, I think the price is really okay compared to other quality product like this. I have some Godox basic LED lights, but nothing to do with that. I mean, there's a plastic, a lot bigger, larger, a lot cheaper also, but you cannot compare. So if you're going to compare this product compared to a similar product, if there is some similar product, well, I think there are, but I think this product is brilliant, and the price they ask for it, I think is completely reasonable, honestly. Okay, so yes, I do recommend these lamps because if you want to have something that doesn't take too much space, if you're traveling or you're going around and you just want some extra light for video, for picture, this is really, it fits in your back pocket, so it's really, really, really good. I think it's completely recommendable. So thank you very much, Sandmarc, for sending me these lamps, this LED Prolight, to try them. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, you get notified when I upload a new video. My website, Gibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. And in description, I also put links of my gear on Amazon, also links to other parts of my YouTube channel. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.